Hello guys, I'm Cardboard Rhino and welcome to Rhino Says Yes. Today I brought a super tiny but clever travel game made in Japan, known with many different names. Around here it goes by the name In a Grove. In a Grove is a game of bluffing and deduction for 3 or 4 players where you try to resolve a murder. There are 7 silhouettes numbered from 2 to 8 and 1 blank. Each round, 3 silhouettes are placed in the center of the table as suspects, and the final silhouette lying down is the victim. Each player receives one of the remaining silhouettes. When the game starts, all players secretly look at their silhouettes, pass them to the right, and look at one more silhouette. The first player chooses 2 suspects and looks at them secretly. He then places one of his accusation chips at one of the suspects. The next player does the same, but she cannot look at the suspect just marked with an accusation chip. When all players have placed an accusation chip, the round ends and players reveal the suspects. The highest number is always the murderer, except when number 5 is among the suspects, in which case the lowest number is the murderer. The blank is always innocent. Whoever accused the murderer correctly takes their chips back, and any chips incorrectly placed are flipped and given to the player who placed the chip on top of the stack. The first player token rotates clockwise and then a new round begins. The game ends when any player has no accusation chips available to place, or when any player has collected 8 or more chips. The player holding the fewest chips wins the game. In a Grove is the most abstracted and minimal deduction game I've ever played, and it uses incomplete information and bluffing in a very interesting way. The player order matters, the number 5 is tricky, and facial expressions might give away important information. Since the top accusation chip is the one that gets all the punishment, there is always the incentive to try to trick others into accusing someone who's innocent, but you never know how that might end up. I think it's an excellent game to play anywhere outdoors, so Rhino says yes to In a Grove. You should give it a try.